right, it is now day 7 and Rocky is getting excited for Christmas. Day 7 of 10 days of Christmas, okay? Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and you will have a chance to win one of the many amazing prizes. To better understand the scoring system in bodybuilding, we drew a contrast to the scoring system done in gymnastics. First, I'm going to briefly explain the bodybuilding scoring system, then explain the difference from gymnastics, and then circle back to how they are both different and oftentimes misunderstood. Here is what a bodybuilding score sheet looks like. On the left is a list of all the athletes who are competing in that class. And on the right is a column where the judges put their scores. The scores are all based on relativity. So based off of what is in front of them, the judges will award first through however many athletes show up in that class. So each person is judged against one another, and it is totally relative to who shows up.
And this is what happens because, just like you said in gymnastics, I'm assuming, like if you were at a more of a regional show, you could have a lot of athletes that are scoring like 6s and 7s because they get points for certain things. You know what I mean?
Right, totally.
You see a 10 there.
Exactly.
Building or whatever division, bikini, figure, you still have to award somebody a first place vote.
Judging done in gymnastics is totally different than judging in bodybuilding. For example, all judges start with a perfect 10, and based on elements and skills and execution of those skills, each athlete is deducted points. And on any given day, based on the athletes at the gymnastics meet, all athletes could potentially wind up with straight 6s or 7s or 4s. It takes a perfect execution in order to receive a perfect score. They are in no obligation to award anyone in the gymnastics meet a perfect 10. You have to earn a perfect score with a perfect routine. Now, the reason why that's completely different from bodybuilding is because in bodybuilding, everyone is against each other. So based off of who shows up, somebody has to take first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on and so forth. So the person who winds up edging everyone out may not be a perfect 10, but the judges, they're not scoring each individual athlete based on their individual performance. They are scoring an athlete as compared to everyone else who shows up that day.
Yeah, it might not be our ideal. And this is where, again, I know lots of times confusion comes in because, you'll go to a show one week and just say you have the same 3 athletes in a bikini class.
Yeah.
But one is really hard and one is muscular but really soft. And the other one is my ideal, where I would like to go, but she's just a little bit way too soft.
Right, so right.
You end up sometimes going with the more leaner girl.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
But then those same 3 girls a week later, now the girl that you would have liked to see win, but was a little bit too soft, now she has another week to, to lean a bit. And now you're going to go with her because she's not quite as lean as the girl that you picked the week before.
Totally.
And it's hard. It's hard for athletes to understand and trainers, and it's also hard sometimes for some of my newer judges.
Yeah.
As a judge, you try to look at and evaluate which one you think is closest to on that day.
Totally.
Not the one that has the most potential.
Right.
Yes, the one that is the best on that given day.
Right. And you have to prioritize, okay, how much too much is that and compared to how much not enough is that in, and now how do we find this common ground? Which is what makes it super difficult when you get to the high levels and you have all 10s.
I just finished an email back to a girl from Nationals, and she was, 12, 13.
Yeah.
And when I always do, I'll cut and paste comparisons with like the first couple, athletes in that class. And I know what she's going to say when she looks at it. She's going to say, well, I'm really close to that. And she was.
Yeah.
But it's that little bit of difference is
Right.
enough to take you from first or second or third to
Right.
13th.
Right.
That's how the quality, I say this every week, but it just amazes me, the quality of women that we're seeing on our stage. And I'm talking about the 18-year-old, and I'm talking all the way up, to the 55 and 60-year-old. The quality of every age group is just, it's really grown.